Okay, all right. I need to talk. It's go time. Let's do this. Hit it. Roll the intro. It's the very curious news from around the globe with the amazing Conrad. Very curious news item. Number 1. Is Mohamed Salah the best ever signing in a transfer window? After his 2-goal, 2-assist performance in the first leg of the Champions League semifinals against Roma, which, let's be honest, could have been more if he hadn't gotten subbed off. Also, a quick aside on this, why did Klopp sub him off in the first place? I know it was 5-0 at the time and he's played a lot of minutes this season, so it seemed like the smart move to rest him, especially since it felt like the game was 100% in Liverpool's control, but that was because Salah made it 100% in Liverpool's control, and when he went off for Danny Ings, which is a lovely story, don't get me wrong, to have Ings come on and get to play in a big game after his long road back from injury. But this is Roma we're talking about, and they have figured out a way to lose the first leg in the round of 16 to Shakhtar Donetsk, and then to Barcelona in the quarterfinals, and still come back to win. So you can't ease up on these guys, and Klopp eased up. And then, like clockwork, once Salah went off, things changed, which led to some bad defending by Dejan Lovren, which, to be fair, is something that should be expected by everyone at this point, including Klopp and his coaching staff, because that's what he's known for. And it led to 1 goal, and then an unlucky penalty call led to 2, and now, oddly enough, all of the momentum feels like it's with Roma heading into the second leg, even though they lost 5-2, which proves again just how valuable Salah is to the team. When he's on, they're up 5-0 and Roma is reeling, and when he goes off, they go down 2-0 and Roma starts playing with confidence. Also, to clarify the question I initially asked about Salah potentially being the best signing ever, I meant for the price paid given his production. Now, Liverpool got him for less than £40 million, and he's smashing all kinds of club and league records and records by an African player. And if he wins 2 more games with Liverpool, or technically doesn't lose by a big margin against Roma in leg 2, and then wins in the final, and then goes on to lead Egypt to a nice run in the World Cup, well, he is definitely going to be my favorite to win the Ballon d'Or and probably get a statue outside of Anfield, all in his first season with the club. I mean, that's how terrific he's been this last year. However, I'm not sure if he is truly the best for the price. I mean, I remember when Arsene Wenger went on a special run grabbing players in the mid to late 90s, when he got Thierry Henry, for example, from Juventus for £11 million, which equates to about £17 million now. Or Patrick Vieira for £3.5 million from Inter Milan. The year after, they got Dennis Bergkamp from Inter for £7.5 million, which is insane. All 3 of these players for less than a combined £25 million. And then how about Sir Alex Ferguson getting Roy Keane for £3.75 million, which was peanuts even back then. Or Rio Ferdinand for £30 million from Leeds, which, taking inflation into consideration, equates to about £42 million today, still undervalued. Or Cristiano Ronaldo for $12.25 million from Sporting, which apparently United had some extra spending cash after they sold David Beckham to Real Madrid for $25 million. That's right, the most marketable player in the game at that time, Mr. Golden Balls himself, only went for $25 million. Now, I know the influx of huge amounts of TV money and agents too, we can't forget about those guys, have amplified the market value on players, but even in recent times, there have been some steals, like Eden Hazard, who only cost Chelsea $32 million in 2012, or Christian Eriksen, who came to Spurs from Ajax for only $11.5 million in 2013. Or how about Chelsea again when they got N'Golo Kante from Leicester for $32 million 2 seasons ago? That was a good buy. But hold on, time out. Can we talk about Chelsea for a minute and how they had both Mohamed Salah and Kevin De Bruyne wearing their colors at one point and they just casually let them go? I mean, what in the absolute So talk to me, Chelsea fans. How bitter are you about this? Anyway, to answer my own question, I love Salah. I love how he plays. I love how respectful he is both on and off the field, and I love everything that he's about. He's a super role model. But as many of you rightly said when I tweeted recently that given Salah's current form, I'm not sure I would trade him straight up for Messi and Ronaldo right now. This has only been one season. That's a really, really good point. Whereas those two in particular have been doing it at the highest level for years and years and years. So I'm in agreement with you. So let's say this, if Salah leads Liverpool to a Champions League trophy and to winning the league at some point over the next few seasons, then he absolutely 100% should be in the conversation for best transfer ever, specifically in England. But wait, hold on. I don't know. I mean, Cristiano went for only £12.25 million. Thierry Henry for only $11 million. And then what, Nemanja Vidic, you guys remember him? $7.2 million back in 2006. And then what about Marcelo? For $7 million he went from Fluminense to Real Madrid in 2007, which is probably one of many other great signings that I'm missing from around the world. Well, like when Liverpool signed Philippe Coutinho from Inter for $8.5 million in 2013. Do you remember that? And actually, speaking of Coutinho, even though he's going to win the double with Barcelona, though he only played half the season with them, and even though he has a chance to earn a Champions League winner's medal if Liverpool win it because he represented them in this competition in the first half of the season, which would probably make him the most awkward treble winner of all time, because I don't know if anybody's ever done that before. Since he only did half of the job for both teams, I wonder if he misses or regrets not being a part of this magical run that Liverpool is on. I bet he does. Anyway, to sum this up, I think we need a few more seasons of high-level Mohamed Salah to know for sure where he fits in the big scheme of things, so I suppose I'll pick up this conversation again then and focus instead on enjoying this ride that he's taken us on, because at the very least, it's clear that he's a very special player. Also, I had more to talk about, but I'm gonna end it here and let this whole video be about the man of the moment. So let me know your thoughts about the Egyptian international and how he compares to everyone I mentioned. And please enlighten me and everyone else as to whom you think is the best transfer signing of all time. And then hit like and subscribe, because that would be cool too. Later.